Hey everyone, this is Dave. I'm Aaron, and welcome to another episode of Frankly Speaking. How's it going today, Dave?
Oh, it's going good, Aaron.
You got some big news, right?
Yeah, big news. First of all, it's good news, but it's interesting. We get what we wish for. We're busy. I mean, we're seeing, I don't know, what do you say, 15 to 25 kids a night we're open like that.
Yep.
Some weeks we're 100 kids a week, which is absolutely amazing. And all our supporters, thank you again. But another big news is, drum roll, we have a dishwasher. A gentleman has donated a brand new dishwasher with a steam sanitizing cycle and exactly what we needed. So again, God is good, man. Like I'm loving it. So, and I mean, that's a lot of money, man. And people are just so generous and love what we do here. And
again, it was just a week ago that our last episode aired, and in less than a week we have God answered our prayers.
Less than a week.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. All right, well, I want to focus today on a friend and supporter of 37 Frank. He made these amazing birdhouses.
Yeah, look at it. It's by hand, little windows.
Yeah,
it's
like
cool.
Absolutely amazing. And he also made these bird feeders as well.
Oriole feeder.
And so he gave them to us with the intent that we sell them and make some money for 37 Frank. Yeah. We had them out at the market. We've advertised them online, but we still have quite a few, and they're so nice that they're just sitting around here. We'd rather have them in someone's backyard or front yard.
Yeah.
So if you, for a donation of $10 or more, you can pick up one of these great birdhouses or bird feeders here at 37 Frank. A lot of times people come in with checks anyways, right? They just want to drop off a check.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, you might as well say, hey, I'll take a birdhouse to go.
Grab a birdhouse,
And so thank you to that individual for making these. Absolutely wonderful. I'm glad you did that. And what's your focus this week?
My focus is volunteers. First of all, I cannot tell you enough about the people behind the scenes that volunteer here. They are gold, pure gold. They come here, they work very hard, they give their hearts. They give 100%. We don't function without these people. We can only work so much, and these people fill in the gaps and help us and support us, and they are amazing. And I wanted to shout out to them, just how absolutely I love them, and they're amazing people. And if you ever drop by Frank's, you'll get a chance to see them and just thank them, because they're worth gold. That brings me to one of our most major needs, and that is volunteers. We can't do what we do. We can't open as much as we want to be. We can't run programs. We can't do exciting events without volunteers. And another big thing is, without volunteers, we will never be able to go forward and open a crash bed shelter when we're ready to open. That's all volunteer. Now everyone's saying, well, how do other places do that, right? Well, other places do that because they fundraise and they get government funding for salaries for employees, and it bogs them down, and that's why it takes years and years and years to get something going. They're great things, but we don't have to do that. We all focus on, most of the money goes towards the center and these kids, and we can focus with volunteer help. We don't have to worry about all that government funding and all those mandates and stuff like that. So we can concentrate on those kids. So that's why volunteers are so important. So if you're interested, and I'm going to come in and I'm just going to ask right now. If you're interested, please come see us, give us a call, email, and we can tell you all about it. I'm telling you right now, anybody can come and volunteer. They really can. There's all kinds of different needs that we need. You don't have to be a counselor. You don't have to be a PhD in youth counseling. We need help, just supervision, kitchen, whatever. Come talk to us, and we'll just talk, and we'll see where you want to go.
We have volunteers that come and help us just with our events, like Cold Stand of the Year and stuff. We have volunteers that are on our steering committee. So that's one thing I love about Youth Unlimited YFC. There's so many ways that you can volunteer.
Yeah, and time frame, like you can come in as many times a week as you want, or you can come once a month. Like, I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's all about that person coming in, giving their heart, and filling a need. So.
We're still in need of grocery cards and pop, but thank you to the donations that came in last week. We got a number of cases of pop and iced tea, so I kept this going for last week. But yeah, pop and grocery cards always on our list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And can you think of any other needs we have, or?
Not right now. Questions, I guess we're going to go to.
Yeah, so one question we often get is, first of all, can I, and if so, how can I donate clothing to 37 Frank?
Yeah, clothing is a kind of a funny thing. We don't have a lot of space here, and so we have to be very careful on what we bring in and store. So there'll be a lot of times that we'll say to people, yes, we can take that, because at that moment we have space and we have time, and we have the need. But then most of the time, I would say like 80% of the time, we just don't have the space or the time. And so what we do is we would rather those clothes go to one of the many secondhand stores. So if we tell you that, don't be insulted. It's strictly the fact that we just can't have it here. We don't have the space.
And we have a good relationship with one of those secondhand stores, in which if we call them up and say, hey, we have a youth that needs this and that, they'll go gather that, and then that youth can come and just pick it up for free. So we'd rather have that partnership than try to store all the clothing.
Exactly. In fact, I think I'm sure we actually have a working relationship with all three. So it's a fantastic thing. So that answers that question. You got another one?
Yeah, another question we often get is for people that send their donations directly in the head office, they notice it goes to Woodstock, and so they often wonder how much of that money actually comes to Strathroy, and the answer is 100%.
Yeah. All comes here.
Woodstock is just our head office. They take care of all our legal, our accounting, making sure that we can do ministry with all the restrictions that the government puts in place. But as far as actual money, if you give to the general fund, then it all goes to the general fund. If you give to me or if you give to Dave, all that money goes into our accounts as missionaries. They don't keep any of it for head office. So
awesome.
Just answers that question.
Yeah.
If you have a question, you can put it in the comments below, and we'll answer it on the next episode.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. This has been Frankly Speaking. See you next week.
See ya.